Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Today, well actually in between episodes, I did go around and I adjusted some abilities, not many. Yeah, mostly because I don't know which ones are really good. Where do I show? Oh, they're right there. Yeah, so I put Sacred Power on to Chronos here. I did check and make sure that, yeah, I was actually going to go out of my way to teach the breaker abilities, but they are tied to specific weapons, so I can't get Lance Breaker and have it affect my swords. It would have to be, I think, axes, right? Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of a shame. I think there was something I wasn't quite sure on with... Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to switch something out for Armored Below, because that seems dope, for one. But I don't know what to take off. Like, Sail Speed, sure, what... I mean, I don't use Ferdinand all that often anyways, so I don't know. I mean, weight 3 might not even stack with that. I guess I could check that by... I actually have no idea where I checked that stat. Yep, I have no idea where I checked that stat. Is it just the weapon? I kind of thought we had like a standard weight. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Anyways, yeah, I did a little bit of changing, not too much. I put on, there was one thing I put on. Or, where are you? You're probably way at the end of the list, huh? Oh, Alert Stance I put on Ingrid here. Because that seems pretty good, and I think I put on... What the hell? I put weight on you. There was another person, and I can't think of it. Is Alert Stance for you as well? Maybe. Oh, Special Dance. That's what I was doing, yeah. So I put Special Dance on Flame. I've actually had this, I think, for a little while now, and I was stupid not to equip it. I kept her Sword Avoidance on because she does have a sword equipped. She doesn't really use it, but her avoidance is actually pretty high with the Sword Avoid on. So, alright, let's go ahead and view some supports, and we'll explore today and finish up some bonding if need be, or gardening.
Excuse me.
You're excused?
Yes. What is it?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have called you scary, even if, you are.
I mean, it is better to keep some things to yourself.
It is nothing I haven't heard before. I am well aware of my austere nature, and I am accustomed to the commentary it brings. I do confess, however, that I was slightly hurt to see you flee from me in
Oh, she does that to everyone, dog.
terror.
Don't be sad. I'll never do it again. I promise. But, I've been wondering, were you really writing a farewell letter?
Oh,
that.
right.
No, actually.
Yeah.
I was composing a fable centered around Saint Indek.
I didn't know you wrote fables. Well, what's it about?
Saint Index, you
Saint
just said
Indek,
it.
one of the four saints. He was an extraordinarily shy person. It is said that he spent most of his life in solitude, unable to open his heart to anyone.
Is Bernie reincarnated from him? I like him already.
He was, after all, a man who hid himself away at the bottom of a lake.
Oh, Jesus.
What's that about a lake?
That sounds horrible.
Nothing. Now, something else to know about Saint Indek is that he had incredible skill with his hands. And that skill made him beloved by the people because he constantly applied it to their benefit. The moral of the story is that shortcomings can be made up for with talent and kindness.
Well, an effort.
I like it.
Work.
But I don't have any talents
Now,
like that.
if you're like a hermit, you don't have to go out partying every weekend, but every once in a while drop in on a friend, like a text or something, and hang out for a bit. Then you can go back to solitude.
You and he are actually alike in more ways than one. You possess Indek's crest, after all, do you not?
Oh, is that why she's so,
Yes,
you
I
know,
do.
secluded?
You really think we're alike? Now I want to know all about him.
I guess that makes you related to him, right?
Do you think I could read your fable? When it's done.
Absolutely.
As long as Peter Molyneux isn't involved.
Example is something.
Oh,
that
that's
we can
not
all
fair. I actually like the original Fable series. I never finished 3, but 1 and 2 were good. Dude did make a lot of promises that he never kept, though. Petra and Aloise.
Eloise.
I can find this probably being very confusing for Petra because she's... Jesus Christ, Alois.
Petra, it's you. You appeared out of nowhere.
She is an
I
assassin.
have a question to be asking you.
Sure, I don't mind. I'll answer your question.
You are always surrounded by people. When you speak, they smile.
That's debatable.
They feel envy. I want to know the secret to having a happy conversation.
You need a lesson on breaking the ice. That's a slippery subject,
Oh,
but
God damn it.
I bet we can crack it.
Why did I recruit you? All right, you're my dad's friend. And you're
Let's
free.
see. Well, the crucial thing is to start conversations. Be proactive about saying hello. Ask questions. Also, it might help to stop sneaking up on
She wasn't exactly sneaking.
Start conversations. Stop sneaking. I am understanding. Is there more?
Well, you can always try throwing in a joke to lighten the mood. The trick is to keep trying so you get practice. Put your best foot forward. And try not to put it in your mouth.
Yeah, not many people got that one.
What are you saying? Why are you laughing?
Because it's a pun.
I just made a little joke.
A joke? Can you give me more explanation?
Put your best foot forward. That's an expression people say that means try as hard as you can. And putting your foot in your mouth doesn't really mean what it sounds like. When you put your foot in your mouth, you are saying something rude without meaning to. And so, what am I going on about?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's nothing worse than trying to explain a joke.
This is true. If your joke fails, just move along. But here's the thing.
Petra,
As I was saying
You've gone awfully
before,
quiet. I suppose
Petra's
you
probably going
lost
to be
faith
confused
in
by
me as
this
a
because
conversation tutor.
this is not her native language.
You are playing with your words. We do such things in Brigid, too. In Fodlan, you have a strange way of playing with a word's meaning. I am admiring of it.
You admire me? Oh, Petra, no need to say kind things out of pity. You didn't hurt my feelings.
Am I hurting them?
If you were sincerely complimenting me, then no. To think, you just started learning how to chit-chat, and you've already
I think
got
she's just a
silver
kind
tongue.
person, dog.
You really put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, so stuff like
You're
that,
laughing. This must
it doesn't
be a
really
complex
translate
technique
over
for
to someone
wordplay.
who is still learning a language. In fact, there's a lot of stuff that won't translate over to someone that's not like a native speaker because they won't really get the, puns or wordplay for that matter because that's not what they were taught. They didn't grow up with it, I guess you can say. And that is not always the case. Obviously, everyone's different. That's what I wanted to talk about. Right. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Petra, she's still learning the language. Sure, she's been speaking it for a while, and she's pretty fluent with it, but she still mixes up words and such. So her talking with Alois, who does pun after pun, is going to be confusing, which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, you might notice that Lysithea here has a pretty decent amount of HP. I actually gave her all the HP items that I had. I think it ended up giving her 13 extra HP. I also gave her the defense ones, which should make her defense around 18. She actually has one of the higher defenses for the mages now. So, while she's still technically a glass cannon, she's a beefier glass cannon, and I'll probably give her any HP items I get in the future. I haven't done anything else yet, because I know I mentioned I might give the resistance ones for magic defense to, like, Hilda, because she has, like, 8 or 9 right now, and I have a few of those we can give. Speaking of Lysithea and Marianne.
Marianne, do you mind if I ask you about something? Yes?
Yes, you do mind?
It's about animal behavior.
No, I think she said she
Above
minds. She
all,
doesn't want to be
you
asked.
surely know the most about animals.
She's like, why are you still
I've read
here? I
that in
said I didn't want to
outdoor
talk to you.
battles, wild animals can sometimes cause unexpected confusion. What do you think would be the best strategy to... are you listening, Marianne?
I think she shut off.
I was listening. I just don't think I can really...
For crying out loud! Why do you always have to admit defeat before even giving yourself a chance?
My advice would probably just put everyone in danger.
No, probably
They'd be
not.
better off
Maybe.
without me.
I've only gotten 2 people killed.
This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible.
That's like a record.
You seem convinced you're some sort of cursed being, destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you
Lysithea.
encounter.
That's what her paralogue was about.
Why do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense? Just nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment.
She's gonna yell at you.
I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own, perhaps more grave than yours, if you can imagine.
Really?
Yeah, you both kind of handle them differently, though.
Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can.
Easier said than
Each time
done.
we find the light in the dark, we grow, bit by bit. And without growth,
And she does have a point, and
what's
she
the
is
point in
right
carrying
to a
on?
point.
Lysithea,
It is easier said than done.
I envy your
Your brain and
confidence
emotions
strength.
can make you do some
Don't
things that
envy
aren't
me.
optimal.
Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you?
Yes. Well, maybe someday.
The time is now! This is your moment!
Oh, okay.
That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me out by answering my questions about wild animals?
I'll certainly try my best.
Images pop, and so Lysithea died by a wild animal attack. Marianne was never heard from again. Let's see, Lysithea and rank A Hanneman.
Did you want something, Professor Hanneman?
Ah, Lysithea. Thank you for coming. First, I ask that you allow me to apologize. I fear I hurt you with my insensitive words.
I don't think you need to fear that. I think you
have
did.
failed you, not as a researcher, but as a human being.
I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Anyway, I'll keep going along with your research. I have to be on my way now.
Please, Lysithea, a moment more. I did not call you here simply to apologize. I told you once that you were an exquisite subject for my crest.
Yeah,
research.
that's kind of why she gets set off.
Why? Because there are no records of any other person ever having borne 2 crests.
Correct.
We cannot say anything for certain about the makeup of your body. Therefore, it seems hasty to conclude that overcoming your shortened lifespan is an impossible feat.
What is it you're implying?
I mean, fair enough, if it's never been tested before, right?
Lysithea, what is my field of study?
Oh, plants.
Crestology, of course.
All right, that.
Indeed, and the goal of my field is to unravel every single mystery crests might conceal. Someday, I even hope to devise a means to bestow a crest upon any who desires one.
Well, dog, I
Why
think
would you want to do
I
something?
think there's a group already trying that.
Because I despise this world in which the presence or absence of a crest can determine a person's worth.
That's fair enough.
However, if artificially implanting a crest causes too great a toll on the subject, it would be useless. As such, reducing the strain of crests on the human body is one of my research goals. Understanding how to implant a crest might also lead to the knowledge of how to remove them.
Makes sense.
Do you think removing a crest could mean that they won't suffer from its effects any longer?
What I am trying to tell you is, the question of whether your lifespan can be restored is entirely within the scope of my research.
Could you really do that?
It is difficult to say for sure, but as long as the possibility exists, I will continue to seek it. Lysithea,
You're a good man, Hanneman.
let me ask you once more. Will you assist me in my research?
Kind of a bit upfront, but you're a good man.
Professor
Actually, a lot of
Hanneman?
people in this game seem to have
I
that
think
problem.
I'm the one who should be asking for your
Ferdinand
help,
said it.
really.
They like kind of come off as a different
I'm
type
sick
of
of
person, but when you get
crest
to know them,
determining
they're
a
like
person's
actually
worth,
decent
too.
people.
Ah, is that right? Perhaps you would even like to begin studying crestology yourself. I think you would make a fantastic apprentice. A life devoted to research is a noble life, you know.
If you do manage to restore my lifespan, I'd certainly think about it.
I will hold you to those words. Ah, I see a fine.
I feel like they
future ahead of
needed
us.
to do a little bit more with the crests. And like, I know like a lot of the characters have it, and I know in the story of the world that crests are really important and they determine a lot of things, like one's values, one's power. Mechanically though, that doesn't seem to be the case. Like Lysithea, she is extremely powerful, but her crest doesn't really determine that, right? Because like, if this, I mean, it might actually affect her growth rate. I don't actually know. It doesn't seem like it does. But at the same time, like Annette, she's also really powerful. I'm just not using her, so she hasn't gained the levels that Lysithea have. So her magic stat isn't close to hers. So, I don't know. I feel like there's some separation by what they're trying to tell with the story and, like, gameplay mechanics. And that's probably for the better. It makes things more balanced. But at the same time, I'm like, they were saying earlier, like, oh, you're so powerful with your crest. I'm like, really? I mean, yeah, it helps every once in a while, but for the most part, she's just powerful
I know
because
you are there.
she's a
Hannibal.
mage.
Well, say, are those crest documents? Ah, Sethith, have you finally decided to cooperate with my research?
Absolutely not. For 21 years, I have refused your requests. I have no intention of changing my mind. But
That's a long
I will
time.
lend you these documents I have found.
Wait, how old
on
are you,
the
Seth?
condition that you stop following me.
I am
Oh, I'm
quite
gonna-
tempted by
it's
the
probably
offer,
gonna be question marks,
but your
right?
cooperation would be of much greater value. Your crest, the major crest of Keyhole, is so rare. As far as I am aware, Seth, you are the only person ever confirmed to bear that particular crest. How did you come to possess it?
My answer is the same as every other time you have asked. I do not know. I was born a commoner with no connections to any crests. There are no records of my lineage.
Oh, please. That thin explanation.
What do you
could never
mean? That's a
discourage
good
me.
explanation.
You must understand, I will dig until I find the truth, no matter how long it takes.
You are wasting your
I
time.
mean, if you've already been trying for 21
give you
years,
the
dog,
answers
I
you
don't think you're gonna get that
Even
far.
if you were to discover the reason why I bear the major crest of Keyhole, I doubt it would satisfy you.
That is for me alone to decide. And even if you are correct, that confirmation itself would be a valuable discovery. Such is the way of research.
I guess?
yes?
I'm afraid I cannot attest to that. I'm no scholar. In any case, if you really have no need for the documents, you will not mind if I dispose of them.
Let's not do anything hasty now. I will leave you alone, for now. But I am taking these documents with me. Once I complete my research on these papers, it'll be your turn, Sethith. I will learn the truth of your crest.
It is a pointless endeavor. You will learn nothing from me, no matter how much you try.
What if he gets you really, really drunk?
Perhaps his stubborn.
Oh, right,
nature
alcohol
is
doesn't
one of
really
the
work on
effects
you,
of his
said, right?
crest.
Or has little
Now,
effect?
That would be an interesting discovery. The first stage of my research will be to decipher his personality.
Right, I gotta check your age. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be question marks. Done with that. Okay, Seth, where you at, dog? Question marks, of course. Makes sense. Alright, let's explore. Oh, Hilda's outfit I wanted to change, right? Because she was using the... Yeah, she was using the class, and I really actually like her attire that way. Quests. Get supply run. Require more research. God damn, dog, really? Okay. Oh, I didn't want to teleport. God, why do I always do that? Hi, Seth, how's it going?
The battle at Gronder Field certainly took an unexpected turn, did it not?
I guess.
Let us press on, so as not to waste the opportunity.
And we kind of figured they were
Fort
going to die,
Merceus
right? I didn't know
is a
the
keep
Alliance
that
was going to be there.
constructed to defend the Imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy.
Woo!
I will make the necessary preparations. Be ready.
Alright, about that quest,
I
though.
have something to ask of you.
Sure. I think I have those.
The battle at Gronder... Let it... Fort, we cannot... I will make the...
Do I not have those? I'm pretty sure I have those. I don't have the... Oh my god, you suck, Sedith. Why is that Sedith salt? Don't worry about it. Alright, I guess we'll start in the upper floor. That's kind of a change of pace, right? What was the other quest? Worried Warrior. Do you know anything I can use to calm my nerves? Do not teleport there. Anything in here? We're looking for baubles. Blue baubles, anyone? None. It's actually extremely sad. Hey, Manuela.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
Sometimes. Let's see. Anything in your office I can steal? No. That is a shame. Jamie Heineman, what up, dog?
Fort Mercius is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say.
Until I get there.
I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercius?
Shrewd. The Silver Maiden, Fulton's Locket, the Stubborn Old General. The hell am I supposed to know this? I don't know, the Silver Maiden?
No, I'm afraid that name refers to the fortress city of Arianrod.
I just like the name Silver Maiden.
Since Fodlands give everyone and everything a nickname. Why, you were called the Ashen Demon.
Yeah, you should start referring
Myself,
that to me about
I've
that.
been called the Father of Crestology.
By yourself.
Which is a nickname as well as a title, I suppose.
Okay, you're not gonna tell me? Okay, fine, that's fine. I didn't want to know the nickname of the place. That's cool. I'm guessing it was one of the other options then. I feel like they should call me the Ashen Demon. Or some people should anyways. Hi. It's an unspeakable shame.
I've heard that Gilbert, who used to serve in the Knights of Seiros...
Oh no! Oh, Nets!
Apparently he was originally a knight of the kingdom, and now he shared Prince Dimitri's fate. Gilbert was an exceptional knight. It's an unspeakable shame.
That's a shame.
I like this idea of yours, dressing as Imperial soldiers so they'll let us in.
That's my idea?
Don't you wish there was one more twist in the plan?
We could hide in a big
Come
ass
on,
horse.
Professor. Think. How could we add another wrinkle?
Big ass horse. You could dress. We could dress as the emperor. We could dress you as the emperor. We could dress Sedith as a woman. Well, I mean, sure.
Sedith's dressed as a woman. I don't understand what the point of that would be.
Oh,
On
you haven't been in
second thought,
JRPGs long
let's
enough.
just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer.
I guess we could dress you up as Edelgard, though.
Did you give the ridiculous order to prepare Imperial armor for every one of our troops?
Maybe.
I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough.
Good luck. Ah, man, Annette, where are you? Where is she? There she is. We'll go talk to her in a little bit. And we gotta find I gotta plant more vegetables, apparently, to get Noah fruit. What the hell seeds are those?
Let's see. Guess what I noticed? I
Nothing.
can see further than most other people can see.
Good for you.
But I can't figure the point of
This is
seeing
my
further
chest.
than an arrow can fly.
You wouldn't be able to
Since I
tell,
can't
but I'm
shoot
pretty
what I
ripped
see.
underneath these clothes. What were you saying, Sarah? Sorry, I was distracted. I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. You can find targets quicker.
Yeah, I suppose it could be real useful for finding Lady Rhea, too.
Sure.
Thanks, Professor.
Why not?
I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Okay, don't be weird about it, though. Alright, so, anything in here? I'll probably go check the dormitory after this. Oh, blue bauble. Arcane crystal. 1 second, Dorothea. I'll be over there in just a momento. Hello.
I heard that a staggering number of people lost their lives in the battle at Granda.
Indeed.
And here we are, preparing for the next battle as if nothing happened the day before.
It is war.
It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent.
Though actors die, the shows go on.
Something like that. If an accident happens on stage, the next day's performance must be unaffected.
That's a little rough.
Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play.
I mean, a little different. This is like actual war, but that's also kind of messed up. Hi, Mercedes.
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please bless the deceased with peace everlasting.
And the living,
May his
please.
soul rest in tranquility.
Oh, Dimitri.
You know, I used to see him praying quite often when I would come to the cathedral at night. I wonder who it was he prayed for back then.
I'm assuming she's talking about Dimitri, right? What house were you in originally? You weren't in Hufflepuff. No, you were in the kingdom, right? I already went past you, apparently. I don't even think it tells us here, though. No. And they changed. It's the kingdom's capital. Right, okay, so she was in the kingdom. Hello, monk.
I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore. But
Oh,
there
yeah.
are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Seiros. I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire.
Sure. I mean, I don't like the idea of them chasing people out of different religions. That's kind of messed up.
Great.
Can I buy anything?
See you
No.
again soon.
All right, notes. We'll check out the notes before I go back to, well, looking for blue baubles and people to talk to. Handyman, it is, of course, necessary to keep one's quarters nice and tidy. I wish that the battlefield could be tidy as well, but I know that is a hopeless wish. Sure, we'll go to the first one. Apparently he likes that one. Okay. Alright, so we got a couple of generic NPCs to talk to. We'll go... you know what? We'll stop in here first.
Hi.
Where you at? There you at.
After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fodlan has shifted greatly. But we only stood a chance because we drove the Empire from the Great Bridge of Myrden. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
I mean, that's what we've been doing now. Not like, you get killed and all of a sudden you're all right again in these battles. Nothing down there. Down there. Okay. Who is down here? Ah, Catherine.
I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. More experience in the eyes, then more pain. I'm glad that they're stronger, but I hate to think they've all become hardened killers. Look after them, okay? Try to keep them on the straight and narrow.
I mean, as best as I can. It's kind of not a good thing we got going on here. It'd be better if I was just teaching in terms of like quality of life for the students, and the fact that I wouldn't have to be killing anyone. Find an herb that will help calm the nerves of soldiers in the Knight's Hall. You may find what you need growing at the greenhouse. Oh, fudge! When you say growing at the, okay, thank God. I was like, are you gonna actually make me plant stuff until I find this herb? I'll do it, but I'll be unhappy doing it. You? Nice armor.
Doesn't matter how sturdy to keep.
You a
If the
wyvern
commander
lord?
defending it is incompetent. It can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Mercy.
I don't know who's defending it.
All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
I mean, you shouldn't have an incompetent commander. Like, if you promote someone to commander, by default, they should not be incompetent. There are cases when, like, a commander can become incompetent, sure. But you should probably, like, get rid of them at that point. Like, demote them or fire them. I'm not sure how it works in the army. Do I want to buy that? How much money? I don't have that much money. Well, selling Umbral Steel, huh? Tempting. Everyone's selling Umbral Steel, I see. Except for this guy who's selling Mithril. Didn't I want to get some of that? Yeah, for like an item or something. How much money have I earned? Online liaison. Not much. Not much at all. Well, wow, that was actually pretty bad. That was really, really bad compared to all the other times that I've done this. Send off, sure. I mean, I'm assuming there's still a lot of players out there that do that, and everyone's seemingly buying or selling Umbral Steel, right? So, I guess we'll check down here first for Boo Bobbles and that generic NPC we could talk to. Now, the Noah fruit, if that's what it's called. I need some of that.
Edelgard, Dimitri, Claude.
Yep, those are the
all
characters.
The house leaders from way back when, assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
Probably, like, hopefully I survive this. And probably strategies on how to survive this. And apparently only... Well, we don't know if Claude's dead. He's missing. But... we know Dimitri is dead. His ghost apparently visited me in my dreams. And Gilbert's dead. Edelgard was not fatally wounded. She was hurt badly though. 2 for 1 here. Blowfly, and why can't I go up there? I need this. Oh, okay. Boa fruit seeds. Huh. Another 2 for 1 special. We got ginger tea and smithing stone. I should hopefully have enough of those for a while. Who's up here? Oh, it's Lysithia. There we go. Hi.
If Claude somehow survived, I imagine he's terribly wounded.
Yeah, probably.
All 3 forces have suffered heavy losses. We're incredibly lucky to have not been
that might be because of
This is
stopping
a
me from
perfect
sending
and
you
unique
guys.
Opportunity to go on the offense. Now is the time to prove ourselves, Professor.
Yeah, I like the way you think. I should check out all these rooms too. But let's talk to these guys up here.
Professor, Fort Mercius is next, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, the memories. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The town's completely surrounded by high walls. I used to run around there when I was a kid.
Oh, get prepared to lead the charge then, buddy.
For me. Yeah, those were the days.
I'm gonna assume your dad's gonna be there, and maybe you can talk him out of actually fighting us. Probably not, knowing this game. But there's always a chance you don't have to kill your dad. But if there is a chance, we're gonna take it. Hey, Felix. Dots.
It hasn't sunk in yet. They slaughtered the boar. I can hardly believe it. I thought he was alive all this time. He must have really hated Edelgard to lead such an ill-advised assault. No point in feeling sorry for the poor scoundrel now.
Yeah, but I actually feel like you do feel sorry for him, judging by your, actions and way of speaking. We got a blue bobble now down near Bernie. Let's take a quick check of these rooms before we go talk to her. I'm assuming that's Bernie. They're in there. They're in her room, so if it's not Bernie, we should probably tell her that someone's in her room. Shocker, it's Bernie.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon.
I mean, it's a month from now.
Assaulting that huge keep. That sounds hard. Oh, really hard. Don't you think it'll be hard?
Not for you. We'll be fine.
Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
I don't know. Because I was here, and I'm the only one who talks to you? I think. I mean, you have other friends. I don't know if they come and visit you, though. Definitely talk to you.
A moment, please. I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to
Whoa.
the monastery's dining hall.
You have a Noah fruit.
Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much, but I wanted to help the church out, even
Thank
just
you.
a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Okay, like, do you have a Noah fruit, though? 'Cause apparently I need that. Like, now. I don't think the merchants sell any fruits and vegetables. They sell seeds.
I think you're quite a tactician.
Thanks.
Disguising ourselves as enemy soldiers to sneak in undetected. A stroke of brilliance. In a
I don't know when
frontal
I came
attack,
up with this,
our
but I'm
losses
glad I
would be
did.
Tremendous. With this strategy, we can really snatch victory from the jaws of deceit.
That one, it doesn't even make sense. That's a bad pun.
Ah, rats. You've seen through my cunning punning.
Goodbye, Eloise. Oh yeah, there's an herb in here we need, right? This is mine? Lavandula grass. Sure. Hi. Harvest. It was really open for like a Noah fruit there. We got weeds and sunflowers. That's good. What the hell drops a Noah fruit? Okay, apparently these will have the potential of giving me Noah fruits. Let's hope. Because I need those for quests, and we'll be exploring again sometime later this month. Hello, generic NPC. Hey, it's you too. Talk to me.
Fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But
Till I come along.
The reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for
Oh,
food.
blue bubble.
But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought.
What's with the shadowing
But
on your
aren't
lips?
soldiers much the same?
I mean, I'm not gonna eat you guys. At least I don't plan on it. I mean, maybe if they give me the option, I might try it. Just see what happens.
Greetings, Professor.
Hey.
Nothing to report.
Yeah, good.
Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound
Do
like
I
the
take you
brightest
out on the
idea.
field?
I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack.
I thought
from
you were like
even
the guard
largest
here.
of armies. And not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Sorry. But, no. Let's see. Thank you for this. Ooh, black sand steel. I do need to replenish 2 of my guys anyways.
Farewell.
Wow, did we take that little damage last mission? That's kind of insane.
Welcome.
Oh, I was really hoping you actually restocked on those items.
Come back soon.
Makes sense that you wouldn't,
Welcome.
though. Yeah, just making sure you don't sell any fruits.
Hello there.
No fruit, right? No fruit.
Return
Understandable.
soon, please.
How about you, Black Market?
Hello.
You sell fish, but not fruit? I see how. Oh, wait, you do! You do! No, that's boa fruit. God damn it! Damn it! You got me so actually excited.
Tell your friends.
No, because you didn't have the Noah fruit. I am not going to tell my friends about your place. Maybe I'll tell them and to like avoid the place. Do I have that fish? I don't have that fish. Do you have that fish?
Hello.
You do not have that fish. God damn it.
Tell your friends.
Oh, I gotta go fishing. I have a lot of bait, so it shouldn't be that bad. I just don't know what star it is. Can I check that? I have no idea. Hopefully the bait tells me. There's 2 people up there, and then we can go on the inside and check with everyone. I'll do most of the eating off-screen and the fishing off-screen and stuff like that. Hi, Marianne.
I never used to care whether I lived or died. But when I think of all those who died at Gronder, I realize how precious life truly is.
I mean, I guess that's
I'm
good.
ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little.
Yeah? Ingrid, how's it going, girl?
I only know what little I overheard. But what I did hear implied that the Empire was involved in the tragedy of Duskur. If it's true, that may explain why His Highness chose to fight the Empire. Perhaps I should have fought alongside His Highness.
Are you having regrets?
No, not anymore. I am where I belong. Those of us still on this plane of existence will carry the torch. The inhumane actions of the Empire must not be repeated.
I don't know too much about the tragedy of Duskur. I do know the general gist of it.
Hello.
That would be bad though, right? Because not only did it it caused like a lot of people to die,
I'm
yeah.
glad I asked you.
And the prejudice against the the Dews people, the Duskur people. So that is not cool if that's the case. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone. And then I'll see about, well, actually, motivation-wise, we're actually pretty good. There's a few people that need motivation, but probably just pair up people that need points,
their leader's well-being is still
and then do some advanced drill training for myself.
Are all questioning each other's intentions. It seems like a difficult time to ask the Alliance for assistance.
Well, yeah, they literally just lost a major conflict.
Under your leadership, we can win any battle, no matter the odds.
Yeah!
That's what everyone's saying, anyway. Hope you can keep up with our expectations.
Wow, I thought
Professor.
you had a high opinion of me all of a sudden. Actually made me feel good. Ned! How's it going, girl? Probably not good.
Professor, they tell me my father died at Gronder. Was that really a fitting end for one such
I don't know how to answer that.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Have a sunflower.
Thank you so much.
That makes up for it, I'm sure. Goodbye. Hey, Ferdinand!
Dimitri, the late Prince of Fargus. He despised the Empire with all his heart. He should not have tried leading an army while his emotions were holding him captive.
Easier said than done. Leaders are people too. Don't leaders have feelings like everyone else? It's kind of the same statement here. Leaders are people too.
True enough. But I suspect the reason he died is that he could not keep his emotions in check.
How very human of him.
You are saying you met with Dimitri, but you could not tell if it was reality or a dream. I wonder what that could mean.
I don't know. It could be a JRPG story thing, like, you know, I mean, stuff like that happens in other stories and JRPGs and stuff like that, and just movies too as well. It also could be the fact that I inherited the goddess's power. Maybe. I don't know. My heart feels broken.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle.
Yeah.
How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
That would be ideal. So it's probably not going to happen. Hey, Petra.
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks.
You are an assassin. Because it's like hunting?
Yes. Hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey.
I guess.
Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries.
Yeah? Alright, well, I'm gonna go fishing. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, want to have my videos so I can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. If you're watching me live stream at twitch.tv/ChronosPlays, give my channel a follow and be notified when I go live. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.